Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna make a tier list of EU4 countries, which is my favorite game, and I think I have a right. I don't know what the community fucking says. More than 3,000 hours, nearly 3,500 hours. You can have me on Steam. On EU4, I'm ranking some major countries. So we're gonna go here. So I'm gonna pass the shitty introductions. This channel used to be in Turkish now. For fun, actually, I'm passing to English. And yeah, I was going to make, and I will make probably a historical empire tier list. But however, I wanted to make an EU4 video first, because it's the thing I play the most, and it's more than a game. It's basically a lifestyle. It's beautiful. It helps you connect, and it helps you learn more about everything in life: politics, economics, and management. Even learning economy in this game actually affects your money management even. Anyway, so we're gonna start with Denmark. So Urm tier is the best one, S tier. Ming tier is obviously the first one, and let's say it's at the Denmark. I put Denmark at the top left, leftist left. It means it's the best one. So Denmark has an interesting mission tree, and I remember back in the day actually Denmark didn't have that much, but the problem back in the day was forming Scandinavia was shit, because the color is still shit. Color was shit, which EU4's main theme is actually painting your map, but also it didn't have really good ideas, and it took like admin tech 20 to form. But right now actually Scandinavian missions, especially like let's say you're playing Denmark, like Sweden also actually, to whoever, like depending on whom you actually form Scandinavia, you get different missions and different permanent buffs. And in Scandinavian ideas you get I think 5% admin efficiency, which is fucking beautiful. But the more I play Denmark is the more I realize that basically consolidate ex-Novgorodian areas, Baltics and Lubeck, maybe Holland and England. And after that it's such a boring campaign of like, I mean, colonizing. I really love colonizing, but I mean once you kill England there's nothing much to, how can I say, let me check this. There's nothing much to contest other than the Spaniards and Portuguese. So before that I'm gonna put Denmark at solid B. It's fun, it's not that bad. Andalusia. So Andalusia is a really fun fucking campaign. I don't play Granada, but I usually form it as Morocco because Granada is an impossible start. But however, once it has amazing, insane ideas, solid mission tree, and basically you need to own all of Iberia. Basically you need to kill the Portuguese, Aragonese and Castilians, which in turn means actually you're gonna start colonizing, and there will be no one that's contesting with you other than maybe the French and of course the British. So you killed one of the major two colonial powers, most powerful colonial powers, especially Spain, in the process. And therefore, even though I want to say this is an S tier, it's not. Basically it's a boring campaign after you kill the Spaniards, but it's still so good. Hey, Aragon. Aragon is basically a Castile playthrough, a Spanish playthrough, but with different flavor, and also you can form a peasant anarchist republic. But however, compared to Castile, I mean, it has more flavor maybe. No, Castile has more flavor, but it's basically a Spain campaign, which is an SS, like best S tier. But I mean, also you don't lose the Naples personal union, which, and also actually it's a good way to form Roman Empire, but I don't want to put it on S tier, so I'm gonna put it just behind Andalusia. The fuck was this? It's really familiar, but I can't remember, so I'm not gonna put this anywhere. Fuck, I don't play outside of Europe that much. Österreich. So Austria especially the latest update. It's a really good fucking campaign. It has one of the longest mission trees, and the one of the like one of the most fun achievements that you can run. But yeah, the problem with Austria is it doesn't have a good trade node, and you take basically what you do if you want money is you take Venetian trade node, yeah, you take it to trade port and main trading city, and you go to Constantinople, maybe Basra and Alexandria, and you funnel the trade from there. But the thing is, if you're making a Holy Roman Empire build, I mean, basically once you get like past 5 reforms, everybody will be fucking your vassal, and it will be so easy, and therefore it kills the fun. Yeah, I mean, it's the problem I have with most EU4 nations these days. I mean, some buffs are just too OP. But I'm gonna put it at top of A tier, in front of Andalusia. Bohemia, solid C tier. It's not good. The culture is different, therefore with the Czech culture you get a lot of aggressive expansion. I mean, Hussite missions are good. You get a good mission tree, which it's really fucking OP. If I remember correctly, you get a PU on Poland or Austria, which is extremely OP, and it kills the fun. And also the problem is once you want to expand, and I mean, if you expand like you should in Germanic culture, you get a ton of aggressive expansion because you're in the Czech, Slavic, West Slavic culture group. It's not good. It's not that good at all. This is Pomerania or something. Who gives a fuck? Burgundy. Actually, this is all Spanish flag, but did they put the Spanish flag? Is this Burgundy? Oh, this is the Spanish one. Actually, this is the historical Spanish flag, if I remember correctly. Okay, Burgundy. Burgundy is basically a big French campaign, but a bit more chivalry flavor, basically. It's fun to have like, how do you say? You can make all of France's vassals as your own vassals and make them rebel against French, but the node is really good. You can go colonial, you can become the Holy Roman Empire. It's extremely OP, it's really good. Other than that, I don't like playing in Western Europe, basically. I mean, Central Europe and especially Balkans is more, or Eastern Europe is more fun. But Burgundy is still, after Austria and beyond Andalusia, it's really good. I think this is Albania. Albania, I mean, it has a great fucking beast of a general. It's really good, army quality wise. It has nice ideas, I think, but the problem is you need to beat the Ottomans, which is not that hard. You can get help from the Venetians or everyone, but I mean, once you try to consolidate Balkans, the Austrians or Polish would intervene, and they would take some lands from the Ottomans, and let's say you ally the Austrians or Poles or Venetians, they will become your next rival, and you will never be as strong as the Ottomans in 1444 before 100 years. So, well, it's a fun campaign, I guess. I'm gonna put it at C tier. It's good. So, Byzantium, solid S tier. It's beautiful. It's really hard still. I know some nerds would fucking say, I don't know, you should do this. Look, dude, it's fucking hard, but it has one of the best mission trees. Decent ideas. You get a bunch of claims in the old Roman Empire, and you can mend the schism and force all the Orthodox and everyone to become Catholic other than your rivals. I mean, it's a fucking wild ride. Administrative, quantity, and religious ideas with Byzantium is extremely fun. I mean, it's the Roman Empire, of course we all love it. It's top of S tier. It's beautiful. Spain. This is Spain. Oh, this is Castile. Castile and Spain are different. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say Spain, and I'm gonna pass this one. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. B tier after Denmark, because it's really boring to play as Poland, because you get a lot of PS on Hungary and Bohemia, and you can eat the Russians up so quickly. You will become strong, but You can make a cavalry or like a toll playthrough, where because all of those lands are farmlands and you can develop like fucking crazy. And I mean, it's solid, but the problem I have is with most of the nations, like, it's too fucking strong. I think this is Delhi. Delhi, I don't know if I played Delhi. I played in India. I think I might have played Delhi, but it's not for me to say whether this is that good or bad. I don't know which one is this. England. This is the old flag of EU4. But, okay, this is England. Which is Great Britain? Great Britain is here. England is solid S tier, but the thing is, I'm gonna just say Great Britain instead of England. Ethiopia, B tier, because it has a really good mission tree. It's fun, and also, I think it's an anti and you can't form that easily another nation. But the problem is still the same. I mean, you have to beat the Mamluks, okay, which is doable. Then you have to beat the Ottomans, which is possible, and then you'll be forced to eat up the rest of Zimbabwe, Cape of Good Hope or anything, which is it has a really good trade cost, and it has one of the best monuments in the game, 5 technology cost, which I don't remember the name, but I mean, the area is so boring, and you can go colonial, but not the New World. I mean, you can go to Indonesia or Australia. I don't like it. France. France is at the middle A tier. Well, Burgundy is more fun. So, France has an insane idea set, development cost, some colonial buzz, and extreme army quality, manpower, core creation cost. Actually, I might, for core creation cost, I'm gonna put this here. Good, amazing. I mean, French musketeers. I don't know if it's still like that, but when it first came out, actually, it was. They were good, but you couldn't have that many. So, but better than Napoleon runs are always fun. I did it once, but the problem is still, you can eat the British easily in the early game and destroy their navy. After that, you're too fucking strong. There's nothing to do. I mean, it's boring. So when I do play France, actually, I never do that. I never attack the British. But it's really good. It's a good nation to form, the Holy Roman Empire. Roman Empire, sorry. This is the Holy Roman Empire of Germany. I think this is Germany. Holy Roman Empire. D tier, because yeah, it has good ideas. It has good of everything. I think it's almost the same as German ideas. It has admin efficiency, I think, but if you form this, you won already. And I mean, it's like 1650s, 1600s, early 1600s, maybe. I mean, it's and game, and nobody plays that much. Well, I do play, but you get me. Alright, I think this is Granada, but I did Andalusia anyway. Great Britain. Might be surprised, but I think this is top of S tier. Better than Byzantium. I mean, a British campaign is so much fucking fun. It's beautiful, it's amazing. So, England is the best one. I think it might be the best nation. I mean, with the latest updates, it has an amazing achievement Anglophile, and it gives you buffs on also Angevin Empire as well. It gives you buffs on like a lot of colonial stuff, Canada, Caribbeans, everything, and the ability to choose goods on a colonized province is extremely OP. Extremely fucking OP, especially if you're like doing gold or in South America, or actually Spice Islands. You can get China-ware spices as much as you want if you can fucking afford it, which is amazing. And also you get claims almost all of India, and it has a lot of flavor actually. And once you get the British absolutist monarchy in the age of absolutism, you're basically unstoppable. You will have like 120 absolutism, which more than 100 doesn't mean anything, but I mean, administrative efficiency and absolutism is the best modifiers in the game. So it gives you discipline, it gives you admin efficiency, core creation, cost, aggressive expansion, anything. I mean, what else from the Brits can I say? The Parliament, as a colonizer nation, ability to get one more colonist, and therefore reducing your cost of uh, over how do you say overcrowded colonies more than you're supposed to afford is an extreme buff. I mean, the republics are so good in this game. So England is a solid S tier. You just take your tea, take your cup of coffee, wine, anything, and just enjoy. Germany, I mean, it's the same here, and there's nothing to say. It's basically the same tag, but with a different name. Venice, I think this is Venice. Yep. Venice is the late of A tier. Why is it not S tier? I would put it in S tier, but unlike the British, this is a normal republic. So you get extreme malices on your absolutism modifiers, which is fucking disgusting because I play until very late game and without admin efficiency enough, you can't do shit. But as a trading republic, and I think the mission tree gives you interesting rewards actually. And if you go quantity, actually, you can get to I think up to 100% reinforced cost, minus 100%, which is fucking insane. But yeah, once you consolidate the Balkans, Anatolia, and Alexandria, and so on, Levant, you basically can get stupidly fucking rich. And also, you can expand into Italy, which Italy is really a really good place to fucking all develop. I mean, and also defend. Actually, it has a lot of mountains at the outer range. It's really good, and you get a beautiful navy, amazing navy buff. It's good, but because it's a republic, I mean. And don't get me wrong, republics are really good, but at the late game it falls off because they don't have absolutism. Hisin Kaifa, I don't know why is it here. Who fucking plays this dude? Hungary. B tier. Front of Ethiopia, behind of Commonwealth. Because Hungary is really fun. But I mean, for some reason, I don't enjoy. I like playing in the Balkans, but I don't enjoy playing Hungary. I mean, you're neither in the Muslim group, you're neither in the Holy Roman Empire as well. You're neither in Italy. It's just a weird place, and Balkans are not a good place to develop. I mean, they don't have good trade goods that much and stuff. It's so fucking mid. I mean, and you get some interesting buffs to Black Knights. What was it, like special mercenary company? I mean, it's not good. And Order of the Dragon is not good at all. I mean, fuck this. Italy is really good. It's really fucking good, especially those ideas. I think 50% improve relations, which means if you're not playing. I don't play that aggressively, so I enjoy chilling out. And this means actually if you have 50% improved relations, and if you get like diplomatic ideas or humanist ideas, you get a lot of aggressive expansion reduction by year. So you can expand like crazy and also chill, not focus on the game that much. And yeah, but other than that, is it a late game tag? No, you can actually form it relatively early. And I think the mission tree sucks. It's not good. What else? Mission 3 is not that good. Ideas are good, decent. But it's a formable also. It's not like France where you can just play France. I mean, you can form France, of course, but it's behind the... I think it's behind the French. Japan. So Japan is top A tier. It's not S tier. Because forming it makes you lag behind a lot. You need a lot of stability, admin for stability, also for coring. As I'm assuming you started as Oda or Uesugi as a daimyo basically, and you basically eat up all of it. And because it's outside of Europe, it's not that interesting. This is Europa Universalis. For all the fun is in Europe at these times. All the flavor is in Europe. But I mean, I tried actually a semi World War II style colonial Japan, which was really fucking fun. But you can't steer trade from Indonesia, which sucks. And also, I mean, you might colonize Alaska or Mexico, I think, but uh, once you are able to get the range and everything, I'm Spaniards and British always or Portuguese already colonized everything anyway. But you get cool samurai infantry. You get, I think, decent ideas, development cost reduction. Japan has really goods, and it's a really good place to play actually. No, I mean, yeah, Japan is really good. Jampur, I think this. Who fucking plays this dude? Jerusalem. I played Jerusalem today. It might be at the top of A tier, but the problem is a couple ways to form Jerusalem. You should start as knights or Cypriots, and you should get the Holy Land, which is near impossible to do without help because you have to beat the Ottomans and the Mamluks. And once, if you beat the Ottomans with the help of Mamluks, you need to handle a bigger, stronger Mamlukian army. But you can start as Castile, France, Provence, anything. And before the age of absolutism, you can move your capital to Levant and re-establish the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which Crusaders, I mean, the ideas are really fucking, it's not that good. I mean, yearly prestige one is not that good. But missionary strength, because you're playing in the Muslim area, you need to convert a lot. Those are really good. Morale of armies, national manpower are really good, and yearly papal influence, and because you converting provinces too much, you're gonna be in a way in a how do you say situation where you have more than enough papal influence to get those buffs, and if you play your cards correctly, you will be almost all the time the Curia control, which is fucking strong as fuck. Jerusalem is top 8 here, but the forming of it is not that fun, to be honest. Kilwa, I don't care. What was this? I think this is Lithuania. What's this fucking? This is Malaysia? I don't know, man. Okay, Milan. So, oh, this is Oirat? Which one is Oirat? Is this Oirat? The flag is different, but forgive me, but I'm assuming this is Oirat. Or let's act like it. Oirat, S tier. Oh shit, I did something. Ah. Alright. S tier behind Byzantium. Why is not at the top of S tier? It's a horde, which in turn deserves that. It's you can raise provinces, you can do everything. You can get insane mana, you can get national armies buffs, you can get cavalry cost, cavalry buff. It's amazing. But you're gonna start in the Mongolian region. You're gonna conquer China, Korea, maybe Japan, and then you'll probably go to west and maybe form Yuan or Mongol Empire. And I don't know if there is Yuan here. I don't think so. So considering the fact that you can form Yuan, I'm gonna put this here. Why is not SS tier? So yeah, but I mean, how can I say this? Your economy will be fucked for a while because you're gonna be expanding too much. And for me, I'm a person who enjoys building up their nation, even though I play a bit aggressive, not that aggressive like I said, but a bit aggressive. You're gonna have a bit problems with your economy. I mean, I like I mean, you won't have problems, of course, but I like building buildings and developing my country. You can't do that. But Yuan ideas are fucking insane. I think they have admin efficiency. No, I mean, it's amazing. And you can restore the Mongol Empire. You can play as like a Turco-Mongol, not Turco-Mongol horde. It's insane. Milan. I don't like Milan that much, but it's in Italy. It's top of the B tier. So playing in Italy is really good for playing toll purposes, but Milan has like shitty events, and yeah, you start as a kingdom, then you're forced to be the event be a presidential dictatorship. It's so messy. I don't like meddling with it, but you can get the French, Ottomans, Castile as an ally, and with the help of them, yeah, unify half of Italy, then attack the Spaniards and the Venetians and take all the rest. Then therefore you can form Italy. But I think forming Italy as Florence is better because it's more chill and you can develop more, and the start is a bit easier. Other than that, I like playing in Italy, but once you get all of Italy, you have enough money for everything, basically. The game is not over, but it got to a point where the fun is not that much. Anyway, Ming, it's Ming tier. It's the worst. It's disgusting. It's beyond imaginable horror. The fuck. It's beyond levels of imaginable horror, because only one thing I'm gonna say: the area you play sucks ass, and also you have the Celestial Empire government reform, which means once you pass a reform, your troops are fucking paper troops, and therefore it's not fun at all. I mean, I don't know if you're still able to do that, but the way we used to do it is actually we would play Ming, and then we would colonize Australia and gave all of our provinces to Ming, to Australia, and then we would play as Australia but Ming without the shitty reform. Oh, dude, it's so bad. I mean, that Unix system, you will have a lot of corruption. I mean, it's fucking disgusting. But it's a strong colonial nation if you play your cards correctly. Moldova, nobody plays this. This is Mughals. Mughals is behind Byzantium. Wait, behind Byzantium, S tier. Actually, well, because of the Roman Empire flavor, I think Byzantium is better. But objectively speaking, Mughals are better because you can assimilate cultures. Therefore, you don't if you don't have enough like accepted culture slots, you can take all of provinces of a remaining culture group and assimilate them, and therefore they would be like your accepted culture groups without taking diplomatic power or accepted culture slot. And also you have I don't know the Mughal mission tree. Ideas are really good. Well, the fact that you can assimilate everything is amazing. It's a really good country for world conquest. Not the best in my opinion. Best one would be Oirat probably. But I'm a bit Roma boo, so I mean it would be probably here. But I love the Roman Empire so much, and Byzantium obviously has a lot of flavor. So anyway, this is Pakistan Najd. I don't know what the fuck. What's this, bro? Bourbonnais. Netherlands. S tier. S tier. It's an amazing fucking campaign. After Mughals. I mean, what can I say? I mean, last updates. I mean, there is a reform that 7 provinces of Low Countries or something, which if you get a province in Europe other than excluding like Low Countries, you get a malus. But the countries, the cities in the Low Countries region, you have extreme fucking and also you are a fucking republic, which is fucking OP. Therefore, you can get development costs, extra colonies, everything. You should rush the colonies early and colonize the Caribbeans, and then baby Brazil, and then go straight to the Spice Islands. And also you get a lot of flavors. I mean, it's fucking amazing. It's an extremely fun campaign, and also you can be the Holy Roman Emperor, and also it's like the Ottoman government. I mean, you have basically you can choose actually between two leaders, which is fucking OP. It's insane. I mean, you can play tall, you can basically play wide, but it's so fucking good. All right, this is Novgorod. Who fucking plays Novgorod, dude? This is Oda. I mean, we did Japan. I think this is Oda. Ottomans. I might be a bit biased because my family is pure Ottoman ancestry, but I might put it here because it's better than Mughals. I mean, is it better than it's better than Byzantium. It has an insane mission tree, really good ideas, and one of the best combinations is you get administrative ideas as your first idea, because national ideas, third one, you have 25% admin core creation cost, and also admin ideas, you have that. So at the beginning of the game you have 50% core creation cost, which affects your core speed as well, which is fucking insane. And once you get the absolutism, oh my god, you can core things like in 9 months or something. It's wild. And also you can trigger, I don't recommend it, you can trigger the Decadence Disaster, and you get Monster Army Reform, which will change your tech group to Western. And also you get Pax Ottomana at the end, and which gives you 5 admin efficiency. I mean, you should take the Ottomans and consolidate the Northern African provinces and cuck the Spaniards and take Malta, take the monuments, take everything. But the riches are not actually necessarily in the Balkans or Europe. It's in India, Persia. Once you get the Indian and Persian subcontinents, you can steer trade from there. It's a fucking trade empire. It's beautiful, and also the government type is amazing. Janissaries are amazing. You can choose between 3 leaders. I mean, it's one of the best. So good. Persia, S tier. Persia is definitely fucking S tier. Better than Mughals. Why? Like I said, it's a subjective list, my list. So you can have, I think, a lot of production efficiency for goods produced for cloth, silk, and also you can get a lot of insane dev cost, even in the mountains. You can fucking develop mountains for 10 mana or something, I think. You can get Zoroastrian Persia's insane flavor. You can get 10 discipline from just one fucking monument. You can go to infrastructure. You can play tall. You can build a trade empire. Actually, when I play Persia, I always trigger the global trade in Tehran, which is fucking insane. It has a lot of flavor. I mean, Zoroastrian Persia is definitely insane, and definitely you should try. And then you get a lot of diplomatic reputation for the Gulistan Palace, which means you can like ally the Russians, ally Poland, Austria, even though they're far away, because you have Diplo. It's insane. This is what Poland? I don't know. Portugal. Top of 8 here. I really fucking love the colonial nations, because playing chill and handling your colonies is the most fun thing in the game. And Portugal has like events that if you can trigger, that will give you provinces in India and Japan, which is fucking insane. And you're the only country that's able to actually explore the Atlantic Ocean at first. But I mean, it's insane. And also, you don't have a problem with the Spanish as long as you don't violate the Treaty of Tordesillas or something. And you're basically protected at end of the game. You can play the game without interruptions, without wars or anything, and you can get to Spice Islands. It's really good for a historical chill playthrough. Portugal is really good. Prussia. Prussia is at the top of S tier, the best of the best. I don't think anyone would surpass Prussia. It's fucking beautiful. It's insane. You're not in a good trading area, so therefore you should focus on production. And I mean, those borders, those colors are really beautiful, and the fact that still Paradox is not giving a shit about the German flavor. It's really a fucking wild fun campaign as Prussia. I mean, you get the German Empire borders and you just chill out. It's fucking insane. I had this one time where I was playing Prussia, and with like 50,000 soldiers, I was fighting with 150,000 Russians, which was felt like historical World War One. I mean, in EU4, it's insane. It's statistically like it has aggressive expansion. It's the best military ideas in the game. With the country of your size, you're extremely strong. It's beautiful. Prussia is best of the best. It's fucking insane. I'm gonna pass the Chinese ones. Rome. I'm gonna pass this as well. Romania. Russia. S tier. Behind Prussia. Russia is so good. Russia, especially, is I think one of my favorite country to play these days. Russia and England. I mean, it has a lot of flavor. You can form the Russian Empire. Tsardom is one of the best reforms. You can get the table of ranks. I mean, you can get very special, different government mechanics that other countries don't have. And one of the best actually government reforms is Opechina Forces or something, I don't know, which means like the problem with Russia was actually back in the day, you would seize land and 100 rebels will pop out at the end of the world because your country was so big. But right now, that cannot happen because you have the government reform. You can play actual toll if you go admin. You get, I think, you get Peter the Great, Ivan the Terrible, and who else I don't remember. You get basically 656 and 666 leaders from events that are always triggering. I mean, it's fucking insane. There's a great fucking achievement that you should go to the you should own the whole Siberian coastline before 1600. I mean, it's fucking insane, dude. A Russian campaign is one of the most fun things that you can ever have in a video game. Sardinia Piedmont. It's basically Italy, but with better ideas. So I'm just gonna put it here. There's nothing much to say. I think you should play as Savoy and form Sardinia Piedmont. And normally what we do is we take the Sardinia Piemontese ideas and form Italy. Spain. S tier. Definitely S tier after Russia. Is it after Russia? In terms of objectivity, it's probably the best one. But in terms of if you add the term of fun, it's not, because with the mission tree you get a P over England and therefore the colonies and Austria, which means you're unstoppable. That's why I play Spain. I don't do that. I just play a Roman run or a chill colonial run. You get one of the best modifiers, artillery fire. You get, I think it might be the best government mechanic, a system of councils, which at the full extent you get actually 5% admin efficiency, which you can get in early game. It's so interesting. And with the interaction, you can get one mana of each, which is really interesting. And therefore, what else actually? You can go colonial, you can play wide, you can play tall, and if you don't want to go colonial, you just subjugate, take a P of Portuguese and they would do the rest, or take a P of the British. It's so fun. It's one of the best military ideas in the game. It has manpower, I think. It has an extra colonist. It's not a republic, but I mean the color, everything is. I want to make a Spain run, and you have the best monuments in Iberia, in your doorstep, Granada. 5% admin efficiency, which if you play your cards right and take a bunch of loans, you can get it fairly early. Sweden, A tier, but where in A tier actually? It's after Sardinia Piedmont, because Sweden has a really good quality idea. Its armies are really good, but once you're from Scandinavia, the color is shit, one thing, and it's a really fucking the Baltics and that area totally. If you became the dominant force, it's really boring. I mean, you can perhaps maybe play a chill run and unify Scandinavia and stay as Sweden because of the color and go colonial or something. But if you're doing that, I mean, you can play Denmark instead. It's good. And you have one of the most interesting and good monuments, Dalaskogen Copper Mine, which can give you, I think, 10% artillery cost reduction, which is really good. And that monument actually poops gold and shits gold, and yeah, it's good. Sweden is really fun. It's one of my favorite nations, actually. Teutonic Order. We basically said Prussia. I won't put it again. Knights. E tier. Yeah, it's the first E tier. I mean, it's bad. It's just fucking bad. Disgusting. I mean, you can form Jerusalem, but I mean, dude, you have only one province and you have to beat the Ottomans. And with even the Venetian help, they would take the provinces and they would give it to you. It's bad. It's just so fucking bad. Mamluks. With the recent update, actually, you can form Egypt, and Egypt has one of the best mechanics, westernization ability. You can get goods produced. You can change your army type to Western, and also you can get governing capacity. And you should actually form Egypt. And also Mamlukian ideas are good as well. But the thing is about the Ottomans, actually, it's at the center of the world, so you can experience the fun in Europe, Asia, everywhere, Levant. But Mamluks are basically a Middle Eastern country, and Europe is so far away, it's not that much fun. And you're probably gonna destroy the Ottomans with the help of Poles, Spaniards, or Austrians or Venetians, and therefore they will become stronger and stronger. But it's a fun campaign. It gives you a couple development cost reductions for what was it? Desert provinces. And you can actually spawn close in Cairo, which is really good. But I'm gonna put it. Yeah, fuck. It's worse than Venice, but not bad as Milan. Timurids, we did the Mughals anyway. Papal State. Papal State is good. It's basically Italy with a bunch of extra modifiers, but you can't form Italy, and because of that reason, I'm gonna put it. I mean, here. At least with Milan, you can form Italy. Well, you're basically guaranteed Curia controller for the game if you play your cards right, but it's not that good. And Kingdom of God is basically a formable, which is the same nation. It's not that good. Timurids, we did the Mughals anyway. What was, this is Tuscany? Is this Tuscany or Lotharingia? Oh, we did Burgundy anyway. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's the same. Ulm. I don't know why people love Ulm so much, but for the memes, I might put it here. Fuck it. You know what? I'm not fucking politically correct. Fuck you guys. Is that the worst? United States. D. Why? It's really OP. You basically play as Britain and release certain colonies as a independent state and play as them, and you can attack the other colonies of England after you became United States. I mean, its ideas are shit. Its republic reform is really bad, and the worst thing is it's the most boring place on the planet to play. Once you consolidate the Northern American subcontinent, you basically don't have anything. I mean, what would you fucking do? Nobody wants to ally you to like flavor diplomatic purposes, or also would you want to invade somewhere because you have anything anyway? It's so isolated, it's so boring. Vijayanagar, who plays these, bro? Wallachia. Alright, I'm gonna pass these countries so nobody plays them. Okay, so that's basically my major, or the countries that I play list, that play the most, especially Prussia, Russia, Spain, England. As tier, I played like more than 10 times each of them. Also, Portugal is one of the most that I played. So basically, this is my ideas, and yeah, that's basically it. And I think it's a relatively balanced, good tier list. Basically, I'm gonna keep making these, and not only EU4, maybe HOI4 or Historical Empire tier list or something. Anyway, it's interesting. I said Prussia is at the top. Russia. I never thought of this actually. I might play a Prussia campaign after this. Anyway, see ya.